Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Fabulous T again here today, and on today's video I'm going to carry on learning how to apply makeup as a beginner at the age of 50 plus. So as you previously recall, I've so far done 4. And the first one was just not as great. The second one, I think I gave myself a 4.5. The third one, I gave myself a 5. And the last one, I think I did quite all right. I gave myself a 6. And before I even go any further, I just want to thank you guys who have actually subscribed to my channel and who have left feedback. I do really appreciate it because I am using that feedback, to progress further, and it actually giving me the edge and the determination to, improve and keep going, because it's so challenging trying to learn something when you're already in your 50s. As you know, nowadays, young people aged 12, 13, 14, they will apply makeup like a professional, and they'll give you a run for your money, so I've seen it happening and I'm just in awe. And, so for somebody my age to start learning how to apply makeup at my age can be really intimidating and daunting, but I'm so grateful for you guys who are leaving positive feedback, liking my content, commenting and sharing. And to be honest, I have gone through so much in my life, and I'm still recovering. I'm at home, and every follow that you press on my channel, I do appreciate it, because as I explained to you, I cannot do a 9 to 5 anymore. My health is not allowing me to do that. So guys, if you carry on just, subscribing to my channel, it does not cost a penny. Liking, sharing, commenting, I'm just trying to achieve 1,000 subscribers on my channel. At least that way I can start monetizing. That's the only way I'll be able to at least earn an income. So before you even leave, or soon after you start watching my videos, I would encourage you to just, subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot coming. There's a lot that I need to learn, and it would be nice for you to see my growth and how I progress, and, and just cheer me on. I would really appreciate it. So today I am going to carry on, because there's some few things that I still haven't mastered in terms of applying makeup. So the more I keep practicing, I feel like the more I'm gaining confidence. So today I'm just going to carry on again, learning and trying to master, my my makeup skills. So before I go, without further ado, I am going to start by applying the primer. And I've already done my moisturizing. I've washed my face, I've moisturized it. Next time I will show you what I use as a 50-year-old plus, woman, girly, to keep my skin moisturized, because as you grow older, your face tends to get drier. I've noticed that it quickly gets dry. So sometimes when it's a bit on the dry side, you can see just tiny little fine lines. I still haven't developed them yet, but I still see tiny little ones, you know. So it's when you are applying makeup, I think it's always good to make sure that your makeup, your skin is fully moisturized. So today I'm going to do apply a dewy moisturizer, primer, sorry, by Estee Lauder. This one, it's called the Illuminator Radiant Perfecting Primer Plus Finisher, you know. So that's the one that I'm going to apply today. I don't know if you can, I feel like my light is a bit too much. Yeah, that one right there, that's the one. So I'll apply this one today. I was going to apply the next one with niacinamide, but I just felt, you know what, let me try and apply this dewy one, because, you know, I've been trying to learn how to apply makeup every single day, so I just fear that it might start drying my skin. You know, it's just my worry, but it's not said that that's what it does. So that's the one that I am going to apply today. Let me put a bit more on my T-zone area, here, and there. Do you know, the funny thing is, I'm actually beginning to gain a lot of confidence now, which is great. Before, I was just so anxious, even when I decided that, you know what, this is the journey that I'm going to take. I still wasn't too sure, so I was so nervous, but now I just feel confident. So now that I've applied the primer, I'm going to do my brows. That's what I'm going to start with first. You know, I'm just trying, because they're a bit oily, because my moisturizer is quite oily, you know. So I don't know, I'll try, because I've noticed that the last videos that I've done, you know, my eyebrows, they don't really look as shaped as they're supposed to. So I'll try again today and see. Let me just try and brush them first of all. Just put them into shape. I am trying to grow my eyebrows, so I'm not going to be, you know, like trimming them or anything, you know, because I like them thicker. So if you see some hairs sticking around, it's because of that. So I'm using this NYX Brow Gel Glue, you know, and the color is dark brown, this one. So I am applying. Trying to lift up my eyebrows up so that I give them a nice definition. When you see me facing this way, I'm also looking, and after I've done that, I will apply, you know, the brow liner. And the one that I'm going to apply today, it's actually quite funny how, you know, some of the makeup that I have from years ago when I was collecting it, because I wanted to learn how to do makeup. So if you guys still remember this brow contour, the Brow Contour Pro from Benefit, I still have that. It's got different ones on here. It's got like a lighter shade, and then highlighter, a definer, and a deeper shade. if you remember this one. So that's the one that I'm going to try and apply. I'll start with like a lighter shade, see if it will give me the definition that I'm looking for. Oh, it's a bit on the thick side, so I have to be careful when applying. Yeah, this one does work. It's proper like shaping up my eyebrows. Next step now, I'm going to apply my foundation. The foundation, I'm still struggling with foundation, but the one that I'm going to use today is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in shade 390. That's the one that I'm going to use. I've been using it for the past few days, if you recall. You know, I don't know what happened to it. The nozzle doesn't work, so I just have to open it, put some on my hand, and then apply. I've got beauty blender here that is damp. That's the one that I'm going to use. I had some excess in my hands, so I'm just gonna dab like so. I just feel like this is my shade. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know whether I should use I feel like it's wet rather than damp. I probably need to use a brush, to be honest. I'll use this Fenty brush in the foundation brush in 110 because I'm not too sure. I feel like the beauty blender is way too wet. It's not damp, but way too wet. So I need to be moving fast, otherwise my foundation will start having patches, which is something that I don't want. That's way more than enough. My forehead is quite small, you see, it's just up to here. All this is the illness that's caused me a lot of hair loss, and it keeps coming off because I drink about 16 tablets a day. For those who don't know, I suffer from a chronic condition called encapsulating peritoneal sclerosis, where scar tissue, you know, like envelopes my intestines, you know. So that's what happened the previous time, to a point where I could not even eat, drink, or anything, and I had to have a 9-hour surgery. They had to remove my intestines, not remove per se, but take them out, you know, and separate the scar tissue from the intestines. And then, so they had to do that on an operating table. They had to literally take my intestines out, put them on the table, separate them for 9 hours, you know, and then put them back in. So I've got a scar, a big scar from my chest right to my pelvis, and then another one from my belly button right to my back. You know, so that problem, I experience it every single day. I've become so sensitive to food. You know, sometimes I'll eat something and then it triggers pain. I'm on very strong painkillers like oxycodone, you know, and pregabalin. So, yeah. But I'm grateful for life. I am grateful. So, yeah, you know, your support and, you know, following me and watching my channels, you know, will really help me immensely. So that's why you hear me, I keep mentioning it, because, you know, when I'm at home like this, at least if anything goes wrong, I can just call the ambulance. So when you're at work, they'll end up just firing you because they'll just say, oh, you can't work for us. So, you know. So yeah, so for those who have already subscribed, thank you. And for those who are going to subscribe after hearing my story, thank you. So I think I managed to correct that, and it looks much better now. It does. Now that I'm happy with the way my foundation is looking, I'm going to apply the concealer. And the concealer that I'm going to use today is also a Fenty Beauty one, which is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in shade 370. 370 because my foundation is shade 390. So 370 is 2 shades lighter than my foundation. So I find this concealer a bit on the thick side as well, and I don't know, I've got another one, you know, which is, where did I put that concealer now? It's the L'Oreal True Match. So I don't know whether I should apply this one, or probably apply this one today. It's not as bright, but it's bright enough. I think that's what I am going to apply. It's the L'Oreal Paris Accord Parfait, and the shade is 8N, I think. Yeah, 8N. So that's the one that I'm going to try and apply today. It's got like a red undertone to it, but oh well. I've already applied it, so we're gonna just have to work with this one today and see what happens. I hope I didn't make a mistake. And I will use a beauty blender. I feel like it's a bit on the wet side, but that's what I'm gonna use. Move it out. Do you see, guys, the reason why I do not like to use this concealer is the fact that it's more or less closer to my shade. Can you see that? I don't know whether I should. Yeah, it looks like a foundation. Maybe I need to put just a tiny bit of the one that I initially wanted to use, this one. But I won't apply a lot of it though. Just a tiny bit. Because I don't want to end up looking weird. And I'll still use a beauty blender. You see, now I can see it. Trying to figure out which one is a bit on the thicker side. So I have already blended this one, and then I'm moving in sections. So now I'm going to apply on my forehead, nose, upper lip, and then the chin. This time I'll just use like a brush to blend everything. And now that I've blended my concealer, I'm going to use this concealer that I said is closer to my shade. You know, I'll just apply a tiny bit on my eyelids, you know, just to remove that darkness. As you can see, my eye, oh my God, my eyelids are so dark, literally dark. So, and then just blend it. Guys, to give my eyebrows a bit more shape while I'm still at it, I'm going to apply the concealer like so. And then on the other side as well. And mind you, I'm growing my eyebrows, so and then use like a small brush, this one, to shape them up nicely. Then next up, I'll use a contour. The contour that I'm going to use is the e.l.f. bronzer and contour in shade, what's the shade of this one? Cameo Liquid. No, the Camo Liquid, sorry. So I'll apply my contour on here like this. And then I'll go to the other side and apply. I do not like to apply, I keep saying it, on my here, because I don't really have like a big forehead, to be honest, guys, so I just find it a bit strange to apply it. And then above here, and then some on my nose. Don't know whether you can see it. And then I'll just use another brush, maybe something like this, to just blend, or maybe this one rather. I need to invest in brushes, and then just even it all out and blend. My little puppy, my little dog needs attention. He's busy scratching me right now while I'm actually doing this. and then all the way here on my nose, and then on my neckline. Blend, blend, blend. I think blending is very important because the last thing you want is to start seeing lines everywhere. So I'm just trying to blend as much as, and I need to correct this with a concealer brush because I feel like the bronzer went all the way a bit up there. Yeah, that looks better. So next up now, I'm going to apply the liquid blush. And the liquid blush that I have is the e.l.f. one. I got rid of the box, so I don't even know the name of this one, but it's written Camo Liquid Blush. So what I'll do to avoid applying too much on my face, I'll just take a little bit and apply it on my hand. That way I'll be able to control the amount of blush that I apply on my face. So I've applied some on my face. I like this color. This is really nice. I feel like it's black skin, friendly as well. I don't know, but I really like it. So I'm just gonna soil it up like this, mix it all up, and then go in. You see, blush can be really intimidating because when you are applying it, it comes across as if it's a lot, but now I'm beginning to get used to the idea. Before I was so scared. I just thought, oh my goodness. Do you know what's funny though? When I was still in high school, I used to like applying makeup, and everyone used to say I apply too much makeup. And that was back in the 80s. So really and truly, I'm very surprised as to now how I even get so worried about applying a lot of blush. I could go in with a bit more. I just need to experiment today and go in with a bit more and see. Just a tiny bit more, not a lot. Just a tiny bit more. I could. Because I feel like it's not much. It's okay, but it's not much. Mix it all together, then yeah, go in. Why not? Why not if not? So I'm just like dabbing it all in like this and just going up and down and dabbing it all in. And now that I've done that, just to make sure everything blends in together, I'll just go back in with my foundation brush and then, just try and blend everything so that there's no line on there. Just blend everything. Where did I put that blush? Like so. And then now that I've applied that, it's time to set my makeup. So the setting powder that I'm going to use today is again, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in honey. I think you've noticed that that's the only one that I use because I've got another one, but I don't really use it as much, to be honest. But I've got another one, the Laura Mercier one. but I don't really use it that much. So with this one, again, I'll do the same thing. Let me just remove some product on here. My hand is full of foundation, setting spray, not setting spray, liquid blush, so now the setting powder. So I need to be able to control it as well. So I'll swirl it around on here and then go in slowly. And then take a bit more, swirl it around, go in. So every single place that I applied concealer, I'm going to set using this setting powder. And then take a bit more, set my forehead. I'm just going in circular because that's the only bit that I need to set. And then my nose bridge, my upper lip. Oh, some of it is actually, oh my God, what am I doing? Let me remove this. And my chin. And I'm just gonna proper blend it to make sure it's all well blended in nicely. So now that I've set my face, I'm going to use, because remember earlier I used the Bronto, the bronzer and contour together, that liquid Bronto. So now I'm going to use like a powder bronze. And the one that I have is the NYX one that I always use in Butter Off. And I'll use this black brush, the Techniques one, and then I'll just take a bit, dab off some of the product, and then just go like so in circular movements. It's very pigmented, very, 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 very pigmented. And the other side as well. And then I'll go on my forehead, and then the other side. And my jawline. And this is to give my face a bit more color. And then I'll just take a small little brush and then try and apply bronzer on my nose line. Hey, these steps, I think they're about, how many? 14. Yeah, so now that I've applied the bronzer, I'm going to use the powder. So the powder that I'm going to use, just to set the whole face, because as you can see, the only problem with using, like the mattifying foundation when you are mature skin, I just feel like my face looks a bit dry right now. It's not as dewy, so I'm not going to apply a lot of powder. I'll just have to quickly go over it. And the one that I'm using is the MAC Studio Fix NC45. I've had this powder for a very long time. I just took a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go over my whole face with it, just to set everything together. like this. And my neck as well. And then after, I am going to go in with my powder blush, and the one that I'm going to apply, the last time I applied this one, the Getting Butter, and today I'll apply the For the Butter. I just hope this will be like black skin friendly. So I'm just going to go over where I applied the liquid blush before, you know, and then just, oh my goodness, this is scary. Look at that pigmentation. Oh my God. I'm not liking it, guys. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe I just need to keep blending. Keep blending. Whoa. Yeah, that is some blush right there. Blush is very intimidating. I am telling you guys, blush is so intimidating, but look, I've managed to pull it back together. And, you know, just to, you know, turn it down a little bit, what I'm going to do is I will apply the highlighter. The highlighter I'm going to apply is the Fenty Beauty, you know, the, which one is this one? The Killawatt in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So that's what I'm going to apply. I'll just take this one that's a bit more subtle, this one, and then just run it across like this. Oh, it proper gives it a nice color. Proper gives it a very, very, very nice color. I'm not going to apply a lot, you know, just to give it a bit of shine. I like it. I seriously like. I get shocked when I apply blush, and then again I'm getting used to it now because blush can be really shocking. So to give my eyes a bit of color, you know, what I'm gonna do, to be honest with you guys, I'm just gonna use, you know, that same bronzer, and then I will just go on my crease, and then, you know, just go into circular modes like so, because I'm not going to apply as you can see. Now my eyes have got color, and then next up I will apply some eyeliner, and the eyeliner I'm going to apply is, no, this is for, so I'll apply on the waterline, you know, just a black eyeliner on the waterline, just a thin line, really, not a lot, because I still haven't mastered applying eyelashes. So I think that's going to be my next video, you know, just learning how to apply eyelashes. And then the mascara I'm using is the Estee Lauder Scrumptious Extreme. You know, this is a tester. When I bought some product from Estee Lauder, I was gifted this. So that's what I'm gonna apply. And then on my other eye. And then a bit at the bottom of my, and then the other side. And for my lips, I'm using this lip liner. Oh my goodness, guys. You know how it feels to miss something that you have. And for the lips, like I said, apply this brown eyeliner. Lip liner, sorry guys. Line my lips. This one is darker than the one that I normally use. You can try to see it. And then I will apply this Primark matte liquid lip gloss. And what's the color of this one? It's Pink Petal. Because it's matte, I'm going to apply a lip gloss, because otherwise my lips will just be looking crazy. So I have to apply a lip gloss. And then last but not least, I'm going to apply this makeup mist by Estee Lauder, the setting spray. This one is a dewy version. I think that's what I need for my skin right now, to give it a bit of dewiness. And then I'll just wait for it to dry. I'm still wondering whether I should use the L'Oreal 3-second mist as well on top of that one. Let me see what happens. This one goes in my eyes. I'll try to be as far as possible. Yeah. Oh, you see what I'm talking about? It goes in my eyes. Oh, Jesus. So there you have it. You know, what I'm just going to do is to use like no, it's not as dry. Or just wait a little bit for it to dry. And then I'll just use this brush to just dab it, make sure it's all in place. So this is take 5 of me learning how to apply makeup. I'm still not happy about so many things. I just do not understand why my makeup is not looking as professional. Maybe because I'm still learning, I make a lot of mistakes. You know, as you can see here, you can properly see on there, it moved. You know, just right now when I used this kabuki brush, it actually moved. You see, it's things like this. There is certain things that I'm doing wrong that I still do not even understand. So today I'm not going to rate myself. I'll ask you guys to rate me, so tell me in the comment section, what do you think, how how did I do today compared to the other videos. If you haven't watched them, please watch from the beginning, like the when I started learning about applying makeup. So how did I do? Leave a comment, share, like, and also do not forget to subscribe. I think I've already explained my reasons why. The makeup is looking really nice. It's just a few tweaks that I still need to improve, but the more I keep learning and the more I keep studying, I think I'll get there eventually. The point is to never give up. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it's not too long, and I will, next up I'll try and do another video, learning how to apply my eyelashes. So until next time, God bless you all, and see you on the next video.